Hello everybody and welcome back once again. Second stop along the way. Tuesday is always Riverdale Day, and I'm here with the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors, head coach Will Kriesky. How you doing today, Coach?
Good to see you, Stuart.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Enjoying practice and getting to watch a little bit and some changes. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. On that offensive side of the ball, you made a change with the offensive coordinator, and the first question I want to ask right out of the hat is, how's that change and how's that going? And in the transition, you switch from Kelly to essentially a new guy, and there's some buy-in, and I want to run it this way. I know you guys did it that way last year. A little of that probably in the beginning. How's it work?
It's going good. We got Coach Justin Barnes out of Saudi Daisy. He was the head coach there for 9 years.
How'd you find him?
Just through a mutual friend. I talked to a guy over at Bradley Central quite a bit, Damon Floyd. We've kind of been friends for the last 10 years, and we talked and communicated, and he just kept bringing this guy up, and Coach Barnes' name up, and said he's tried to hire him a few times. So, Coach Barnes reached out to me, and then we went from there, and it was just something I felt that we needed here at Riverdale.
Yeah, in a change, somebody from the outside, somebody, and I don't mean this mean to any of the other schools, but not somebody fresh, somebody new.
Yeah, somebody, that just come that doesn't really know the territory. Everything was new to him, new to his family. So, it was just, in coaching, you just kind of go and try to find the best available. And at that time, I thought that was the best option for this program.
Final seconds tick down to the 2021 season. I look out on, I look and I start to think about the Riverdale Warriors and thinking, gosh, you're almost bankrupt. You don't have anything. You're quarterbackless. You had a lot of things where you start, but so far it's a Riverdale Warriors. Somehow or another, some things happen, magic happens, kids want to be a Warrior, and you get a quarterback. You start to get some things. How's that going with the new faces?
It's been going good. We've had 2 returning starters on both sides of the ball. But everybody coming and gelling together, it's been an ongoing project since the spring. And it's still an ongoing project. We got a lot of new faces.
It's a 2022 team,
yes.
And you like that.
Yes, and it's new, and it's part of being a coach. You don't make excuses. It's just part of it. Just high school football, you know what it's about. And, all the coaches are working really hard. Depth chart changes daily, maybe hourly, depending on practice. And we never know. We don't know who's going to be starting by Friday because we have so much competition going out here. And the kids have responded well, and they're doing well. And, like you said, Braden Graham's doing a good job, and he's competing and giving the guys an opportunity to be successful.
And he has to be successful. He himself, in order for Riverdale, no matter what, we've been in this league a long time. We know you got to have a guy that can run the offense. You got to have a guy running. You got to have a guy who can make it happen and score on Friday night, or otherwise, it's going to be a long season, Coach. You just got to have a guy that when you say, you got this, yeah. And so I'm interested to see how well that relationship develops with you on Friday night as far as, you all and how getting into some tight ball games and see how he kind of comes out of it.
Yeah, and given opportunities and where he's been, he's had opportunities to have that flourish, and he did a good job. And he came back, the young man came back. He originally wasn't over here. This was his zone originally, and he decided to come back home. So it's going to be, with him competing and working hard, it's going to be, as we get down the stretch, the kid just wants to play football.
Well, he knows he's going to be battle tested a little. He knows a little bit about it.
He didn't run from competition. He knew that here at Riverdale, that it's going to be competition week in and week out.
Right.
And it's going to be tough week in and week out, and we all know what Oakland is and what Oakland does, and they're the top dogs.
Yeah.
Not until somebody knocks them off.
I'm glad you say it. You lay it out there. It's not a white elephant in the room. The only team that's beaten them in this county is nobody, and Chip nobody, as Coach Kriesky says. But the only time he's ever been beaten in the county was by Hoover, and that's the first game he ever coached. Yes. And that was it. And he kind of, do we really give him that game? Yeah, you got to play it. Yeah, it counts. But at the same time, that's not the Kevin Kriesky team we see today. Now that it's, into motion and what the program he likes to develop. Yes. Now that's the team he puts out there now if that had played a Hoover team, I'm not saying he'd have beat them, but it'd be a different score.
Yeah, he does a really good job. So, you know, every team, you know, we got to compete. You know, our schedule's tough. You know, frankly.
And the guys across the way for the backyard brawl, they're going to be waiting for you. They'd like to bloody your nose, and that's going to be a heck of a game leading into Labor Day. That's going to be a really fun, great Friday night. You got one of them coming up quick, Coach, where you're going to have to, I mean, the first two, you got Franklin Admirals with Alex Melton, Coach Alex Melton. Let's talk a little bit about the Franklin Admirals. What do you know about these guys? And what I'm sure you got 2 scrimmage vanilla videos. You've gone over them, but big up front, from what I understand, they're going to try to run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, they're big. They got a really good quarterback. Their tight end's a really good player. Tight end has done an outstanding job.
Quarterback get it to him?
Yeah. Quarterback does a really good job getting the ball out and running their offense.
Quick tight end slant. What are we talking about?
He runs a lot of RPO stuff.
Okay.
So he gets in the ball, and you know the receivers are good. They're very well coached. They just do exactly what their coach.
Not going to make mistakes. Not going to cause penalties. So their penalty chart will have zeros in it. It'll look like a little bit like a marble.
Yeah, Coach Melton does a really good job. You know, he's everywhere he's.
And where did he come from?
Summit. He was the defensive coordinator at Summit. Yeah, so he was there.
Is he new at Franklin?
This is his second year there.
Second year, he took over for Donnie.
And Donnie's back helping him on defense, so
he couldn't get out.
Yeah, he couldn't stay away from him.
That was short-lived.
So so he's helping him. So they're all.
But sometimes you don't want to be a head coach, you know, and I mean, you may get to that state, you know. I think Gary's going to be doing a little bit of that. Maybe he will be, you know, but he's also going to take a step back and see what happens. I'm sure from time to time as he's down at Boyd Buchanan and I'm sure his life's changed now that he's down to about 40 kids. You know, it's different playing down at that level. Yeah. And you grew up at that level, didn't you?
I'm from Paris, Henry County.
Right. But you know about those little schools around there. I mean, West Tennessee stuffed full of little bitty schools.
Yes.
So you know about little school football and grew up around it, didn't play it. Like you said, you was from Henry County. Special teams, what are we looking at?
We still got Armand. Armand's the kicker. He does a great job. And then we have, Ryan Edmondson's a punter, so he does a really good job.
So you're great on special teams.
Well, we hadn't done any live, so that's what always makes you nervous.
Well, yeah, I mean, but the kicker and the punter's there. We just need to get the other guys grouped around them. So that'll be something to find out on Friday night. And things like that. Defensively, of course, #1 outside linebacker in the state. I say in the South. What a great kid. The kid who came to us from Noonan, Georgia. That's Caleb Herring going to the University of Tennessee. And your final year and your final Herring, how is it?
Caleb's doing a really good job. He's working really hard, and he's leading his team. You know, it's been really neat to see him grow from the time Elijah left last January. And him come to his own person. He's done a really good job.
This is going to be his year.
Yeah.
And he causes a lot of damage last year, but everybody was kind of focused because it was Elijah. This is Caleb, and I know a lot of people don't know this, but him and his brother are very, very close, and he can't wait to get up to Tennessee, but he's going to enjoy this last season as Riverdale Warrior.
Yeah, he is. He's going to do a job. Him and Isaac Oglesby has done a really good job leading the defense this offseason and leading the weight room and all the workouts this summer. So I've been really impressed with their leadership this summer.
How are you doing on the facilities over there at the new building?
We're good. We got rain. We've got everything rolling, rocking and rolling over there. So, you know, we're working.
It's like home now, too.
Yes.
You know, going in the school's not, you don't turn, you go straight to your field house, so that's a good feeling.
So, we all show up there every morning, so it's good. It's good for the coaches, and it's good for our community to have something like that.
Anything else you'd like to say before you load up the war wagon and head over to Franklin and take on the Admirals on Friday night? And that is an away game, isn't it?
Yes, we're headed over to Franklin, and you know it's the last weekend we had the 50-year kickoff at Riverdale, the opening of Riverdale. So it's a special year here around the Riverdale community. So everybody's excited and got
50 years.
Yeah, everybody's got Miss Blair's
50
doing
years
a good
of
job.
the Warrior.
Yep, she graduated from here, so she's doing a good job having all kinds of celebrations and things planned out throughout the year.
Once a Warrior, always a Warrior.
Yes, that's what they say.
That's that slogan. Gang, load up, get with the war wagon, get behind Coach Kriesky and the Riverdale Warriors. Y'all be over there. That game kicks off at 7 at Franklin.